orange. Everything's red and orange. As far as the eye can see. They can start to wear on you.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest work, good pay. I can't complain.
Me? You want to talk to me?
Do you like being a miner?
No. Oh, I mean, was that too frank? I don't know. I mean, the job pays well, but it's dangerous and hard work. I hurt myself a lot, too. I'm definitely looking forward to my contract being up so I can leave. But I don't really know what I'll do after. Man, this is all so stressful.
You seem a little nervous. You okay?
Well, I guess I am. The thing is, I get injured on the job a lot. Nothing too serious. I've lost a few fingers and toes and stuff. And well, I have to go see Dr. Flynn a lot for treatment. I'm pretty sure she's annoyed and sick of seeing me. I don't blame her. I've been thinking about writing her a letter of apology, but I have no idea where to even start. I don't want to come across as weird or annoying. See you.
What a weird...
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here, but there'd be no use.
Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
What kind of assistance?
We're here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another.
The House of Enlightenment?
Yes, the Enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma.
Actually, I prefer my religion with more religion in it.
That's okay. Maybe the Sanctum Universum is more your speed. If so, you can always speak with Horace over there. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think?
Both are right. It doesn't matter which inspires more good.
Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
If you know anyone in need of food or shelter...
Can you believe some people just throw stuff away when it gets old or busted? Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you.
You run this place all by yourself?
Yep, that's me on the sign, Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchised businesses in Cydonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo.
Why do you choose to open a shop on Mars of all places?
Lack of options, I suppose. I was born on Mars. I never knew my mum. She left when I was little. My dad took good care of me, but he died when I was 14, so I had to fend for myself. Those years were the hardest. The shop began as a way to survive, and it's been successful, so I've stayed with it.
Running an independent shop by yourself must be hard work. Maybe it can help with your issue.
You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened.
What do you think happened to him?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination.
Why can't you call system defense or something like that?
If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting SysDev.
Well, you get what you pay for. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. As long as you have credits, I'll do it.
Yes, of course. I mean, I don't have a lot, but it's worth it. If you find the ship, I'll definitely be able to pay. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece. I can't imagine what Eric's going through right now.
Any other ideas what might have
okay.
happened to your ship?
Not really. Last I know, Eric was piloting the Berry Mule out by Triton. Then, nothing. I know pirates sometimes get bold and venture into Sol to hit cargo vessels. But it could be something else. Maybe he just ran out of fuel? I don't know. I'm worried though.
Like, take a look what you have.
If I don't have what you're looking for, maybe you'll find something else you like.
This from you. Yeah, I don't need that. Oops. Exotic wood decoration.
Yeah.
I hope that's something I need. But the game shouldn't let me sell those anyways, right? Quest items.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing litter
Main level
reports.
P1.
Please move to avoid injury.
You doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
I'm doing okay.
Hi, Mitch.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in?
Nope, just visiting.
Visiting Sidonia? It's a good one. No one just visits Sidonia. Nah, you're probably here on business. Am I right? Unless you're visiting friends or family, I guess. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Name's Mitch. I'm just a guy who lives here in the Lux condos. I'm always looking to make new friends. People say I can be a bit much sometimes. I love having people to hang out with and watch movies, talk about books, play games, or whatever.
I'm not really looking to make friends. I'm more into potential employers.
Potential employers, you say? Well, you are in luck. It may not look like it, but I am a potential employer. Well, more accurately, I need someone with a ship to help me out with a favor, and I'm willing to pay. But if you're not interested or don't have a ship, that's cool too.
Well, what's there to do around here for fun?
Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside, watch movies, read books, hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't.
You don't look much like a miner or marine, so what are you gonna do? What do you do living here?
What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions.
Oh my god.
But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered.
You don't get bored without a job?
Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish, even if it takes forever to get to Sedona.
That's true, though.
I
If they
don't
set
think
you
I'll
up
ever
for
be-
life, dude,
And I'm certainly not
you're
going
good
to waste
to go,
my life
man.
working if I don't have to.
Are you gonna be okay?
I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may
Stay
have
at
been dealt
home,
a shit hand of cards, but
play
I'd
games,
say,
hang
"Screw
out
that."
with people,
I'm gonna play however I want instead.
have essentially everything
some
paid for
things
you.
would be
I mean, that
easier
sounds a
if
good
I
life to
wasn't
me.
around my home.
Why don't you leave?
Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us.
Well, I wish you the best.
Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors.
You seem really into entertainment. What do you recommend?
I accidentally started watching the sports movie because it was on and I was too lazy to change the channel. It's about this underdog team full of losers. It goes on to win the championship. You know the one I'm talking about? Anyway, it wasn't bad.
Anything else?
Oh, I saw a movie about this magic-using gnome who goes on this grand fantasy adventure and gets into all sorts of trouble. Wish I could remember the name. Oh, there was this live-action movie adaptation of an old animated show. Oh, it was so bad. My friends and I almost died laughing. We had to stop like 3 times just to catch our breath. Oh, yeah, I recently saw 2 Dates for Darla 4. It was hilarious. Even better than the first. Hey, have you ever seen Das Raumschiff? Everyone says it's amazing, but I don't know. It seemed kind of boring to me. It just goes on and on and on. I recently binged a bunch of older flicks from before people left the system. A lot of them still hold up.
Oh, I bet they do.
I saw a cool horror movie called That. Just That. Scared the crap out of me. Have you seen the new Norvici movie? I mean, I didn't like it as much as his last film, but it was alright.
Classic saying.
The Radical Adventures of Jim and James. Yeah, it's super old, but it still made me crack up. Nothing new. Oh, wait. I saw a movie about this weird bug that looked like a stick, and it danced. Not sure what they were going for. But it was fun. Return of the Interceptor. It was cool, but I think the series is starting to get old. We'll see how number 8 is. I recently binged a bunch of older flicks from before people left the system. Return of the... Oh, you do?
I'll help you with whatever that is.
That's great. Well, if it's not too much of an inconvenience, maybe I can entice you to do a favor for me, please? I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble.
What are these books?
They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragon Star. Now, there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards, dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragon Star.
I'll do it, but the pay better be good.
Don't worry, you'll get your money as long as you bring me that first edition copy of Dragonstar Force Volume 1.
Okay, then.
Only a qualified supervisor may change my directives.
This place reminds me of my UC Navy training barracks. Cold, cramped, and...
This is right where I... How's it going?
offensive.
How do you like being stationed in Sidonia?
I don't mind it too much. Things can be rough here, but that's sort of why I like it. I'll admit, though, that I'd like to be stationed somewhere else someday. Not that I don't like it here, but I'd like to see what else is out there.
What made you want to be a Marine?
Not sure if I ever wanted to be a Marine per se. This is just where life took me. Growing up, all I ever wanted to do was leave New Atlantis and see the settled systems. Joining up with the Marines was the easiest way to do that. Best decision I've ever made.
You don't seem like the other Marines.
What? Do you mean I'm not miserable like them? Guess not. Yeah, it might not be the most glamorous post and the work can be tough, but it sure beats the hell out of whatever I'd be doing back home. Writing papers, presentations, doing spreadsheets? Nah, that's not for me. I'm happy to be here, and I wish my family would understand that.
I think I've met your sister in New Atlantis. She seems really worried about you.
Yep. My family doesn't like that I joined up with the Marines, but nobody's more worried than my sister. I feel bad. Her birthday's actually coming up, but I'm not able to visit her. She's gonna be worrying about me on her birthday. Actually, maybe you can help me with that. Would you mind giving her her birthday presents the next time you're in New Atlantis?
Sure. What are the presents?
A bit nosy, are we? I'm just kidding. I'd like to know what I'm carrying with me as well. I'll pack some Sidonia souvenirs for her. Dumb things, like some dust and rocks and stuff. She likes those sorts of things. I also wrote her a letter. I just wanted to know that I'm doing okay and that she doesn't have to worry about me so much.
Sure, I can do that.
Awesome. You're making my life a whole lot easier right now. Thanks for doing this. And tell her I said happy birthday. See ya.
Bye. I can't believe that actually linked up. I even remember that conversation with his sister. It's crazy to me. Let's upgrade Bill's Scorcher. Let's go for a medium scope on
Smart
this thing.
change. That should make the weapon much more effective.
Oh, more damage. Oh, can't do that yet. So I can switch to any of the shieldings?
The Red Devils used to train here on Mars. Imagine being a part of that.
Found a clutch of heat leeches,
Mars is so boring sometimes. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
It's probably best to respect your parents' wishes then, don't you think?
Aw, you're no fun. I just want to talk to someone because I'm so bored. Plus, you're already talking to me, so if you change your mind, I'll still be here.
You like living in Sedona?
It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis.
There are lots of other kids your age to play with around here.
Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working.
There can't be much for kids to do around here.
I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me?
Are your parents okay with this?
Yeah, they've let me do it before. But they're working, so they can't help me do it, and they don't let me leave the condos without them. They say it's for my safety, but my friend Taya's mom sometimes lets him go out without her. I don't know.
Does that actually help people?
My mom says it does. She says her work friends like my drawings because they make them smile. She says it's because there aren't many kids here, and lots of people miss having kids around. Or it reminds them of their families.
Aw, what's a space frog?
It's Space Frog from outer space. And he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great.
Sure, I can help you.
You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Sidonia City Security is here to keep you safe. If you see something suspicious, please don't hesitate to report it to any security officer.
These are supposed to be luxurious condominiums? Huh. If you ask me, I find them to be rather...
Sometimes you gotta make your own fun.
Hey, who are you?
Name's Bill. Just visiting Sedona.
Nice to meet you. I hope you like it more than I do here. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say.
What do kids do around here?
I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee, since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center, and they have stuff to do there. Like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But, except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them.
Oh.
I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on.
You seem concerned about something. Is everything okay?
Yeah. I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people, so I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help? I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Right?
So, is there a school around here or something?
Nah, there's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. Bye. Growing up in Sidonia, you gotta be tough. Later then.
I should consider myself lucky I don't need to work. But some days, kill to go back to banking. Or anything related to my field of study. Ugh. Don't tell me my son Taye invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday.
I met him. He said you're having a rough time.
Gotta hand it to him. He's got his ways of looking out for me. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since.
Sounds like a good kid. You're raising him good?
He is. I'm doing my best. Thanks for stopping by to chat.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Ugh. That boy means well. My son means well. My husband, his father. Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do.
How does your son cope with all this?
Taye is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing 2 of my guys to that life.
What do you do?
Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years. Not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galblanc branch as its manager. That's not a week before I was due to start. They announced that the Cydonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Tai full time. Not many jobs here for a single mom.
Why don't you leave?
When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Tai turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Cydonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move.
I think you're doing all you can. I'm sure Tai appreciates it.
I know he does. I just wish I could do more for him. Thanks for the chat.
No.
This is a courtesy reminder that
Fine.
Oh, welcome back.
a fall into Sidonia's lower level is still likely
Here, have
to
Tony
result
carry.
in injury or death.
Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Tai. Maybe we can afford a better education for him, or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
How incredibly kind. I'm continuing to learn things about you. Good things.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
The city of
Oh, welcome back.
for the United Colonies.
So long.
If you wish to sign up for military service,
When I get older, I'm gonna work in the mines, like my dad did. So I can save up and buy my mom a house somewhere nice.
I gave your mom some money. It'll help you both.
You did? Wow, that's pretty cool of you. I'm sure she really appreciates that. I know I do. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that. And give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought. I know. My mom told me. That's pretty cool of you. She said it was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for us. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, see you around.
I have waited so long for this book. All right, later.
Oh, hi. Just a locker room. I don't know whose door that is. And I'm not gonna pick it.
People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks. God, I'm so
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are you? I
hope you've
Never
got
again.
your own cut. Don't forget, I'm here if you need anything.
So we struck oil.
I know it
Turns out it was
seem
just
like
another
it,
deep
but
water
Sidonia's
deposit.
actually very pleasant once you get used to it.
Huh. What do you do here?
Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous.
There's still a lot of mining to be done here, huh?
Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow.
Is there a lot of blasting going on here?
Not as much as there used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh?
Blasting seems like it could be challenging in this environment, isn't it?
That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right. Or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and I haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is.
Hey,
stay safe!
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire universe to explore.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full.
Not right now, but I like to. I do have a mining background.
Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with?
You're thinking of retiring?
Just from mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well. And I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet.
Can't argue with that. Sounds like you're investing in the future of your family.
That's what I keep telling myself. I'm doing this for a very good reason. And my wife, she gets it too. Still, that doesn't make it any easier. No matter what, it's a tough decision.
Been doing this a while?
About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire.
Marsh is pretty hard. How's the mining pay compared to other places?
Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry.
I mean, that's true. From what I've heard, Deimos is pretty generous with their payoffs for accidents and stuff, right? They basically give you enough money to settle for the rest of your life here without much problems. Now, granted, for future prospects, they're like, oh, well, I mean, if we support them now, their family's going to be here and get stuck here forever.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
It's okay. I've done money work before with Argos. I know how to be safe.
Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmond. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmond. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do.
Everything about retiring?
Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that.
So you have a dark secret past?
I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet.
Alright.
Have a good one.
So, all these NPCs are basically the same idea as interesting NPC mods from all of the Bethesda games, right? They're just littered around the world. They have a little story that you can talk to them about. Nothing too interesting, nothing too boring. And sometimes some of them give you a quest. A very small quest, but a quest nonetheless. It's a good way to do it, to make the world feel a little bit more lively, but at the same time,
Can't
it's
believe we're
kind
still
of
putting up huge
annoying.
mineral deposits after all this time.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapon.
We're not gonna go up yet.
Layla's been going on about the heart of Mars again. When's she going to give it a rest?
Speak with Leia.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3.
This here is the most important part in the galaxy.
Consider this unit always locked.
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are ya?
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Sidonia every day. Lux Condominium has premium apartments available to rent.
Well,
Whether
I am
it
a
be
miner,
single,
just not
double,
here.
or
Don't worry, I'm not here to take a job.
Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars.
Have you been here long?
This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for what, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up.
Any mining tips?
Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag.
No one sent me. I was just asking. Minor to minor.
Yes. I remember that about you. You must work for a rival company. Well, if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you got another thing coming. No, don't worry. I won't report you to management. We've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this.
So, you program Gnome?
Yeah. Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say.
Red eyes? Why would you want to turn your eyes red?
Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings.
You mentioned something about the heart of Mars. I'd like to know more.
Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
Why haven't you tried to claim the heart of Mars?
Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium.
Why is it called the heart of Mars?
Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough.
Cursed ore? You're pulling my leg.
What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here.
Huh. If anyone can find this heart of Mars, it's a geologist like me.
You seem pretty confident. Who knows, maybe
Forgot I
you
was a
really will
geologist.
be the first. You'd certainly make history around here if you find it and live to tell. I'll share the coordinates of the cave with you. Remember to be wary out there, and best of luck. Leaving already.
The Office of Governor Hurst would like to remind all Sidonian citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
Working the deep mines, that's where you make the big bucks.
Pardon me. Hello, stranger. I am known. What can I do for you?
You look like you've been seeing better days. What happened to you?
I was activated 17 years ago. I malfunctioned and have been in disrepair and unable to move for over 9 years. Repairs are too costly, and I am well past my warranty expiration. Now, my primary function is that of an automated personal assistant. It was chosen over deactivation.
I don't even know what you can do for me.
I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another, and I can report about local news. All news and information has been supplied by employees of Deimos's mining operations. I also have been programmed with a limited selection of jokes, but I have been told to warn you, they are not good.
Can you tell me a joke?
Why did the snowman need a moist towelette? Because his arms were sticky.
Oh God. What happened to the local news?
No doom with this quake. A helpful reminder that subterranean particle fracking has resumed after its recent hiatus. Residents and workers alike are encouraged to heed the warning announcements and brace themselves for any turbulence when the blasts go off. Thankfully, you can rest easy knowing that detonations no longer occur at all hours of the night. Feel free to toss your alarm clocks, however, because they resume bright and early every morning.
Do I have any messages?
Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos Star Yards to access the messaging function, and you are not.
What's the latest announcement?
Don't forget, this month's target goals have been increased by 5%. Failure to meet your new goal may result in termination of your current contract. Good thing you do not work here.
More jokes?
My doctor told me I need to cancel my camping trip and sell my circus tickets. She said I needed to avoid activities that are intense. Intense. Get it?
Oh God. Local news?
Gone, but not forgotten. Rumors swirl about the return of the famed Red Devils. Authorities have reportedly been in discussions to re-establish Mars's most elite fighting force. Of course, I've been reporting this news for 15 years straight. But yes, surely, this time it's really going to happen.
More?
There is currently no new news to report.
Joke?
Where does a general keep his armies? In his sleeveys.
Oh my God.
How can you tell a bad joke from a good joke? A bad joke is fully grown.
Oh.
My friend was having trouble getting people to sign up for her hide-and-seek contest. It turns out, good players are hard to find.
Okay. That was pretty good.
And my instructions are to sit here, do nothing, and be ignored. My programming indicates these are 3 of my favorite things.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent.
Can I not fix him?
Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation
I want to
occurs
fix him.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others.
Particle detonations included.
Oh, I see.
It is now.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Take care now. If you notice any of the
Unless
miners
you're a
exhibiting
Deimos employee,
worrisome behavior,
I can't really help.
Worker satisfaction has been trending upwards recently.
Mining must be a fun job, or else why would we keep getting so many applicants? I'm a bit busy at the moment.
Keep our children safe. Keep them out of harm's way. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Labor.
It's not easy living in Sidonia.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority. Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out.
Strangest thing you've seen come through here.
Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right?
I heard trade authorities sometimes deal in illicit good. Is that true?
Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that.
Can you tell me more about the Trade Authority?
Oh man, I'm still new here, so I don't know how qualified I am to answer that. We're like this huge network of shipping and trade throughout the known universe. Everyone. Free Stars, UC, even Varun uses us in some capacity. Because I guess we're all about free trade for all. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we bought and sold from the Crimson Fleet, right? They pay my salary, so as far as I'm concerned, they're all right in my book. Cool. That's what we do here.